Good day, great students. Today we're working on Word 2019 in Practice, Chapter 4, Guided Project 4-2. We're going to go ahead and click on the Start file and download the file. We're also going to have to click on Resources. So go ahead and click on Resources and download your Resources file. Before you open up your document, go ahead and click on the one that says .zip. And when it opens, you're going to see where it has Compressed Folder Tools, Extract. So go ahead and click on Extract and click on Extract All. Make sure you pay attention to the destination folder. So it should be Downloads and then the name of the project folder. So go ahead and click Extract. And you see it's extracted. We'll look in that folder later in order to pull the files that we need from it. Alright, now you've done that, go down to the bottom and open up your file. It should start, as always, with your first name dot last name. Now that you have your file open, go ahead and click on Enable Editing. First thing that we're going to do is step 3 says Insert WordArt as the title of the document and modify the WordArt. So select the title of the document. The title of our document is American River Cycling Club, including the paragraph mark, which is this mark here. If your paragraph show hide mark is not on, go to the Home tab and make sure that you have this selected. If it's grayed out, that means it's on. If it's like this, that means it's not. So make sure yours is on. You want to click the WordArt button. It's on the Insert tab. It is in the text group. We're going to select the third option in the first row. So 1, 2, 3 in the first row. We're going to change the shape width. So go to the Drawing Tools Format tab where it says width in the size group. You want to change that to 6.5. We're going to click the Position button. Position button is in the Arrange group. So click on the Position button. You want to select More Layout Options. Change the alignment in the horizontal area to centered relative to the margin. Centered relative to the margin. So alignment, centered relative to margin. Then we're going to change the absolute position in the vertical area to 0.2. So absolute position 0.1, 0.2 below the page. So before you leave off the screen, it should say horizontal alignment centered by relative to the margin, and vertical should be absolute position 0.2 below the page. Go ahead and click OK. You want to click the Text Effects button, the Text Effects button. It is in the Drawing Tools Format tab in the WordArt Styles group. You should see it. It looks like the A with the light blue outline. If yours doesn't say Text Effects, it looks like this little picture here. So go ahead and click on it. We're going to select Reflection. And we're going to select the first option in the first row of Reflection Variations, Tight Reflection Touching. So go ahead and click it. Now you see your title has changed. Step 4 says Convert Text into a Table and Format the Table. So you want to select all the tab text at the bottom of the document, including the last paragraph mark. So we're going to scroll down until we get here. We're going to highlight from age all the way down to the last paragraph mark behind 150. We're going to click the Table button. It's on the Insert tab in the Tables group. And we're going to select Convert Text to Table. The Convert Text to Table dialog box opens up. Click Auto Fit to Contents. Click OK. Click the Table Tools Design tab. You want to check header row and banded rows. and deselect the other check boxes. So you should only have header rows and banded rows selected. You want to click the More button in the Table Styles group. This is the More button here in the Table Styles group. You want to select Grid Table 4 Accent 2. So we're going to go down into the grid table. So we're looking for Grid Table 4. Accent 2. And it's this one here, Grid Table 4 Accent 2. You want to place the insertion point before zone in the second column. So here we have age, we have target heart rate, HR, and we want to put our cursor here, just in front of the Z and right behind the space. You want to hit backspace to delete the space, and then you want to press enter to put zone on the second line. You want to place the insertion point before heart and predicted maximum heart rate. Put the cursor right there before heart, hit the backspace, and then hit enter, and it puts heart rate on the second row. You want to adjust the size and alignment of the table, so use a table selector handle to select the entire table. This is a table selector handle. We're going to click it, and it selects the entire table. You want to click Align Center button. It's on the Table Tools Layout tab in the Alignment group. So you want to click on Align Center. This is the one you want to select, and you see it aligns all the text in the center. You want to select the Properties button. It's in the Table Tools Layout tab, Table group. You want to click the Table tab and select Center in the alignment area and click OK to close the dialog box. The entire table is centered horizontally on the page. Click the Cell Margins button. It's on the Table Tools Layout tab in the Alignment group. This is the Cell Margins button. You want to change the top and bottom cell margins to 0.3. And the left and right cell margins to 0.1. So your top should be 0.03. Your bottom should be 0.03. Your left should be 0.1. And your right should be 0.1. We're going to go ahead and click OK to close the dialog box. Step 6, insert and modify a SmartArt graphic. So you want to place your insertion point at the end of the second paragraph. End of the second paragraph where it says, example, a 40-year-old's predicted maximum heart rate is 180. Place your cursor there. Click the SmartArt button. It's on the Insert tab. It's in the Illustrations group. We're going to look for Process in the left side. And we're going to look and select Continuous Block Process. And we're going to click OK. I know it's kind of big, but we'll fix it in a second. I'm going to click the placeholder for the first text. In the first rectangle graphic, you want to type in 220, a space, and then a hyphen. You want to click on the next placeholder, and you want to type in the words, your age, space, and an equal sign. In the third one, you want to type in predicted maximum heart rate. Step 7, we're going to format, resize, and position the SmartArt. So click the outside frame of the SmartArt graphic to select the entire art. Click here. When you click here, you'll notice that before we had buttons here and here. Now when you click here, you only have the handles on the outside. So this is the whole entire graphic. Change the shape width to 1.5. If you go up to SmartArt Tools Format tab, the width is set currently to 6. You want to change it to 1.5. I'm sorry, you want to change the height to 1.5. And you want to change the width to 2.6. You want to click Wrap Text button. It is on SmartArt Tools Format tab in the Arrange group. So Wrap Text. And you want to select Square. Select the Position button. And select More Layout Options. Change the absolute position in the horizontal area to 4.5. To the right of the margin, you want to change the absolute position in the vertical area to 0.4 below the margin. Go ahead and click OK to close the layout dialog box. Select the SmartArt if necessary. Select Intense Effect from the. So your SmartArt graphic is already selected. We're going to go to SmartArt Tools Design tab. So we're at SmartArt Tools, the Design tab. And we're looking for Intense Effect. So we're going to hover through our SmartArt styles until we find the one that says Intense Effect. And we have it. Click on that. Then you want to select 220, the box that has 220 in it, and in your directions it says hit Control B on the keyboard. If you can't tell whether or not it's bold, you can always go back to the Home tab and change it to bold that way. Select the next box and do the same thing. Go ahead and click on B for bold, as well as the last one. We're going to select the last text box. Make sure if you've done anything else, you still have this one like it says predicted maximum heart rate. So go to the SmartArt Tools Format tab. You want to click the Shape Fill button. The Shape Fill button is in the Shape Styles group. So go ahead and click on Shape Fill. Select the 6th color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now your color should be a red. Insert a picture and resize and position the graphic. So place the insertion point at the end of the second section heading, which is target heart rate. I'm going to place our cursor here. Click the Pictures button, which is on the Insert tab in the Illustrations group. This is the Pictures button. And we're going to locate the heart rate 04 picture. Remember at the beginning I told you you're going to download a picture, and we had the zip file and we did all that. But if you go back to your downloads folder, you should see this folder here, WD 2019 Guided Project 4-2 Resources. If you double click on it, it should open up and you will eventually see heart rate 04. You're going to click on that file and you're going to say Insert. We're going to change the height of the picture to 1, and the width is going to automatically adjust. We're going to click the Wrap Text button. Wrap Text is in the Arrange group, so click on Wrap Text. And we're going to select Tight. We're going to click the Align button. It is in the same group Arrange, and we're going to select Align Right. Now we're going to format the picture and insert a caption. So you should still have the picture selected. If you don't, make sure you click on it. We're going to select the More button in Picture Styles. And we're looking for Bevel Rectangle. So you're going to hover over until you get to the one that says Bevel Rectangle. This is the one for bevel rectangle. I'm going to click it. I'm going to right click on the picture, and you're going to select Insert Caption. When that pops up, go ahead and click OK. And you're going to backspace and delete out figure 1. You're going to type in, if yours actually starts doing this where the writing is big in red, then I need for you to hit Control-Z on your keyboard until you have just the 1 highlighted. Then you're going to start typing with the 1 highlighted. Know your target heart rate. That is going to be your caption. Once you finish typing in, select the caption text. Click the text fill button. Which is on the Drawing Tools Format tab in the WordArt Styles group, and you're going to select Red Accent 2. We're going to change the caption height to 0.2. Oh, see, I'm changing the width. And the width is going to be 1.5. Press the Control key on your keyboard and also select the picture above it. Now both items should be selected. We're going to click the Align button and select Align Center. We're going to click the Group button and select Group. Now you have this as one item instead of 2 separate. Number 10 says edit the alt text on the graphics in the document. If you click on the document, you click on the image, you'll actually have basically 2 boxes, one inside and one outside. If you click on the outside image, the outside box, right click on that line, and you should see edit alt text. It pops up to the right, and here you're going to type in graphic of predicted maximum heart rate. Next, you're going to do the same thing for the picture below. Just click on it and the alt text automatically stays up, and you're going to type in their picture of a heart. Now we're going to save and close. So go up here and save your document, or if you need to, go File, Save As, and make sure you're saving it in your downloads. Go ahead and click Save. You can close your file. Once the file is closed, click on Upload My File. Select your file from the Downloads folder. Click Open. Yes, we are ready to grade. Congratulations, you got a 100. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, you know where my office is, and you know what my office number is. Give me a call.